What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, so going to be doing a quick unboxing and showing you what I've just bought, and a quick little, well, first reaction, I guess. So if you haven't seen my stories and stuff, obviously I haven't been posting as much lately, not just YouTube but Instagram and all that stuff, or even attending any meets, such as bike night and such. Reason being is my A7r II. I did a shoot. A week later I went to use it again and the button stopped working and the screen started flickering, doing random stuff. Tried to do a reset, didn't work. So I'm kind of in the middle of like doing the forward, so kind of didn't want to spend the money to fix it yet. And then obviously Black Friday came. I ended up getting myself a A7r IV. Gonna be hopefully a bigger upgrade than what the Mark II is. Yes, I have already opened it, and I know I said it's going to be a little bit of unboxing. I'll get to that in a second. I haven't even properly used it yet. We're going to go out and we're going to do that soon. Well, I'm going to go out and do that soon. First, I'm going to grab all the accessories out, lay them out, kind of just tell you what's in the box, and go from there. See you guys in a sec. In the box, we get ourselves one of these like cable managements for, say, like your HDMI port on the side of the camera. You would mount it here, and it will actually tuck the wire in. So if it did get pulled on, it doesn't get pulled onto the wire that go all into the head of the plug where it goes into the camera itself. This will take that tension off, and then if it did get pulled from outside, well, it doesn't damage the port or the plug itself. It will just pull the wire in where it has the slack and won't put tension on the actual plug itself. Cool little thing to have. I know I won't be needing it. Well, maybe not now, maybe sometime in the future I might. Cool to have though. Type A to Type C USB charging port slash probably a data cable even too. Yeah, you don't have to pull the battery out to charge the camera, or if you had a power bank that you can use to charge it, you get the cable. On chargers, you do get a nicer designed charger compared to, like, say, the Mark II. Actually gives you a little indicator as well on battery, like the charge level. New strap saying R7 R4 if you want to flex on that. A little bit better than the well, actually seems like a lot better than the Mark II strap, but I'm still sticking with my Peak design. Quick little rundown on the camera itself. So it's a 35mm full frame sensor, 61 megapixel, 560 something, was it 567 points of autofocus points or something. Yeah, you got analog stick where the Mark II doesn't, a lock button for the exposure, a bunch of custom buttons, your autofocus light, obviously your release tab, zoom out, 4 custom buttons, media playback, all that stuff. Buttons feel softer compared to the tactile feel of the Mark II. That's a little bit different. The doors on the side are a lot better and way more satisfying with the click, like compared to the Mark II. Mark II didn't click like this. 2 CF Express, so 2 SD card ports there on the side, and then you got your IO on the left as well. You got your charge ports at the bottom for the USB and all that, and then your video and microphone and all that stuff on the side there too. And then you got one more little doorway. I think it's for like flash or something like that, so a bit old school design, but yeah, I won't ever be needing that one. You do have, I think these were microphone ports as well on the side here, so I think it does have a built-in microphone or a wind cancelling kind of thing for the microphone. The camera itself, unfortunately, still doesn't flip out like around, so not so good for selfies, but still has your articulating fold-out screen. It is touchscreen. They just turn it off from, Sony just turns them off from like factory, so you have to turn it on when you do get it if you want to use the touch panel. The setting is here in the setup 3-page touch panel pad, as well as you have to turn on touch operation. So you have to turn the touch operation on, then you can go over to the next page and change your settings then. Yeah, so it's more so for your autofocus and yeah, just so you can touch. Can get in the way too, so if you ever use the viewfinder, which is OLED screen for the viewfinder, pretty good quality. So USB Type-C's, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, has infrared as well, so I can still use my infrared remote. I heard it was like a magnesium body as well for this, so it should be structurally stronger. Battery life, it runs a 2200 milliamp battery compared to the Mark II, which was only a 1020 or 1000 milliamp battery. So it should have a better battery life, way better grip. Like, it's a lot more further out. It's a lot more yeah, like you've got to really grab it around now. You've got to really clasp around that grip now. I like that there's like a lock for the exposure, because the Mark II didn't have the lock, and I would get it out of my bag and it would be spun around or something silly, and I would always forget to switch it back to readjust. So it's good to have that lock there, stops me from spinning it around. Obviously you got your lock for your profiles. I won't be able to test out in the iFocus or autofocus because I don't really have a subject. Apparently I'm really good on these, which I'm not gonna test out in the iShots because we're just gonna go in my car now. Just gonna go around the corner, and then, but we will be going in my car. I'm just gonna go do some test shots, show you some raw shots, unedited, just as it is. Let's go, I'll go grab my car, load up all my gear. Let's go do some test shots, go from there. We'll come back to the studio and go from there. Cool. Now that I kind of figured out some of the settings I have to watch online to set it up, this thing shoots so fast on high plus mode. Listen to this. It does like 10 frames a second, it's crazy. But I only do it with the G Masters or like a high quality lens that can keep up. My Sony kit lens won't do it. So I'll get some test shots in. I'm using the autofocus. Wow, that just did 3 shots in like a moment. So, oh, that's pretty cool. So it's actually got, so I'll do another shot. It's actually got like a little loading bar on how many, which photos got saved on, like which one it's on. So if I shoot multiple, you can see on the screen, it's like 4, 3, 2, 1, like it's saving each photo that I just took. It even has a little red LED just right there. Hard to see, but yeah. The viewfinder quality looks awesome. I was kind of hoping that I forgot to bring one of my mounts so I could set up a second camera. So one's like facing the car. Could have done like a dual screen kind of thing going on. But yeah, this thing's crazy cool. I like the grip on it. The grip's like really cool. It's really firm, like it feels solid. Like it's not so narrow like the Mark II. It was good to hold, it felt good, but it just felt a little bit off, if that makes sense. Like I'm only shooting on autofocus C, just to kind of get a feel for it. Test out the motors on it, everything. Still got a lot to set up still, obviously, learn. I'm gonna try that touch screen. I'm gonna try the touch screen for a second. So if I do that, see, the touchscreen does like a focus point. Doesn't do like touchscreen as in like, it won't do a touchscreen in terms of like changing your settings touchscreen, like what my Canon M50 did when I first had that. That was kind of a cool little feature. When I was doing some test shots the other night, so this isn't like really like a first impressions, but it kind of is, because last night when I tried to do some shots, went to upload them, it said it could not find the files, and I had to change a couple little settings around just to get it all working. I checked the file size, it was something like 9,000 something. I'll put it in the caption, but it's like 9,000 something by like 5,000 something pixels for 61 megapixel. Man, that's like heaps of room to like crop it out and like still have all that detail in that image. It does 4K video, which I might try to learn how to do a little bit of video stuff. Like maybe I might do vlogging on this, so that way I'm not carrying so many. Like I got 2 action cameras and this that I'm carrying around. But in terms of like what I'm gonna do with the Mark II, I might try get it fixed. If I don't get it fixed, if it's not worth fixing, then I might just go get and if I want to really learn how to vlog, I might actually go get something else and use that as a dedicated vlogging camera. But this is actually pretty good too. Like it does the job. It's small, it's convenient, but like having a proper camera to do it, where it's like I could do proper B-rolls, that would be handy. I'm gonna, like you guys are gonna see these photos. You guys are gonna see these photos as I'm like talking to you now and I'm taking these shots. I'm not gonna do any editing on these whatsoever. This is just gonna be a straight up raw image, straight off the camera, straight onto the video that you're gonna see. That's gonna pop up all around. Man, that's so quick, that shutter speed. I wonder if I can get one of these like birds and focus and stuff, just to get something a little bit, not just the car. And even on the car shots, there he is. Oh, it's locking on. The autofocus is actually locked on him. Locked on the bird. I wish I can show you. I don't know how to screen record. But that's actually a fair bit of weight though with this lens, I will admit. This camera body and this lens is actually pretty heavy. Because this is the first gen 70-200, not the second gen where it's lighter. So that's actually got a bit of weight that I'm holding here. I'll just get a couple more shots as it is. No, I did not bother washing my car because I'm more excited about the camera than I am washing it. So yeah, I'll see you guys back at the office. What a day. From editing to now I gotta add this outro into the edit. Going over the photos, as you saw in the photos earlier when I was taking the shots during the day, came out pretty good. Still got to tinker around with settings. At least I sorted out a few kinks, because the first test shots I did and then tried to check it on the computer, it just wouldn't read the files. I don't know what was going on. It showed me the display, the thumbnail and everything, showed me the picture, but it did not like open it properly. It wouldn't let me do any adjustments or anything. Those photos are completely raw, no adjustments whatsoever. With the failed attempt, it just wouldn't let me do anything. It was weird. So I sorted all that out. All those photos, like I said, straight up raw, unedited, straight off the camera. Save it as a JPEG, put it into the and just put it straight into the vlog itself that you just watched. I do have a couple other videos coming up, more on the XR6, cars in the shop. So hopefully I get that back soon. So I've got a couple things on that. That's got a couple videos on that coming up. Do I like this camera? Hell yeah, I do. Gets me out there shooting again, and I'll be going to more meets again, and hopefully there's no more lockdowns, so that way I can go to track days as well. And I do want to save up for probably a 16 to 35mm G Master as well, and get a bit more of a wider shot going on. Maybe I might do some more vlogging with that lens then with this camera, who knows. Any questions, or let me know how I can improve. I really appreciate everyone that's been leaving me a comment on the MX5 video, for example, with the constructive criticism. I love it. That's what I want to know, so that way I'm trying to plan something where I can kind of reorganize that and kind of do it again and improve on that and kind of give what you guys wanted to know, like the exhaust sound and stuff. So thank you for those guys that were commenting. That was really helpful. Same thing with something like this, with just camera or photography based. Again, let me know in the comments on how I can improve. I really do appreciate it. And thanks for watching. See you guys next time.